1063.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
If you were worried about what might happen to the Dolphins on Thursday Night Football, just remember the Miami Heat play basketball tonight.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good heap. And I do mean that to the good people out there on this beautiful Thursday. It is October 30th. It is your boy Theo Dorsey. We're right back at it, theoretically speaking, riding with you for the next couple of hours. What a time. What a time. No World Series tonight. The Fall Classic takes a day break as we head to Toronto with the Blue Jays up 3-2, looking to clinch it at home for the good guys. We also are kicking off Week 9 of the NFL season tonight with two 2-win teams. The Miami Dolphins, who are 2-6, whose season ended Week 1 against the Colts, and the Baltimore Ravens, who are 2-5, whose season began last week with a not so shocking, but kind of, I guess, win over the Bears with Tyler Huntley starting. We get the first Lamar Jackson game in 3 weeks. He sat out 3 weeks with a hamstring, so we'll see Action Jackson back in action near his hometown. It is a homecoming. It should be a bludgeoning. I am predicting a Jackson 5. We'll get into all of that stuff as we get along in the show today. We also have Jonathan Zaslow joining us in a little bit, the voice of the 305. He has to come on a day like today because we got a lot of action out of South Florida sports tonight. But C-Cat's on the other side of the glass on the ones and twos. He's sporting a Hawaiian shirt. He has a hat on that has upside-down letters. And did you play golf this morning?
I got a golf lesson this morning.
Oh, nice.
Went to Kaiser, worked on my fairway bunker game, which is a very good luxury to have at Kaiser. Yeah. And this is not me being Mr. Endorsement guy, but like
but you really be tuning it up over there.
Yeah, you can't really practice fairway bunkers anywhere because practice bunkers are normally right next to greens. You can't take a full swing with your 7-iron and try to hit the ball 150 yards at your local driving range. It's just impossible. So I'm able to actually work on those bunker game shots there. It's nice.
When you're able to do that with, I'm guessing it was still with Coach Pete, right?
Yeah.
Are you visualizing actually doing that on the course? Like, are you thinking about, because you golf often right now. Some people that take golf lessons are only in lessons, and then there's people that are practicing and playing. Are you trying to, like, take yourself out on the course when you're looking at those shots, or does he kind of tell you to, like, lock in on just focusing on the swing and the actual practice of it?
It's more so focusing on ball contact. Yeah. Just making sure it feels right and making sure it sounds right. That's the focus right now. Direction, as long as it's not a shank, that you can work on that later.
Yeah,
makes sense. Advance the ball up the fairway and have yourself an easy up and down, or at best on the green.
How can people get – there's a lot of people that do want to get their golf game right. It's about to be season, C-Cat.
Yeah.
How can people get tapped in with the Kaiser University Golf Coaching Center, because they are the best of the best?
KaiserGolfCenter.com. KaiserGolfCenter.com. If you're coming down in season, do not get your rich buddy taking your money.
Yeah.
Because you cannot keep up with him on the golf course. Make sure you lower your handicap. Make sure that you take his money instead and win that weekend cash game with help from the Kaiser University Golf Coaching Center. Lessons, they help everyone from someone who's a plus handicap, who's trying to maybe even get a tour card, all the way up into a scratch golfer, all the way up into a 35 handicap, someone who's never picked up a golf club in their life and wants to be able to play casually. So it really is, they can tailor-make their training experience for whoever walks through those doors.
Yeah, man, that's a blessing to have in our backyard here in Palm Beach County, a blessing to have it right there at West Palm Beach. So make sure y'all check that out. Trust me, I used to take some lessons there as well, and I definitely got better, and I could use some more. C-Cat, though, before we get into the action of tonight, the doubleheader, as South Florida sports fans should be double screening it all, I have to bring up one of the most random occurrences I have experienced while sitting on the couch watching one of my wife's favorite television shows.
Okay.
Last night was the season finale, not season finale, what do you call it? The reunion. You know how they do these reality shows and you watch a full season and then they have like the reunion show?
Yeah.
Last night was the reunion for Love is Blind.
So I thought they air those immediately after the finale.
It is. It's like a week after or so.
Okay, but like for Survivor and stuff, they have the champions crowned, the winner, the votes are shown and casted, and then they all talk about the season immediately after. That's not how it goes nowadays, though, right?
They gotta wait because they shoot the show like they shot this show, I guess, a year ago. And if you don't know what Love is Blind is, people sit in these pods where they can't see each other. They talk to a bunch of other singles across the wall, and they fall in love. One person proposes to the other one. Then they actually get married. So they figure out, can you fall in love with somebody and marry them without actually seeing them? It's like a social experience, experiment, but it also is like a reality show and a dating show. So Love is Blind, I think it's like season 9 or whatever. My wife loves it. I watch it alongside her. Some of them are really interesting. This season was fun. The thing I want to talk about, though, is as we're watching this Love is Blind reunion, and they are bringing back all of the contestants. None of them got married, by the way. This was a Hallmark season. For the first time in the history of Love is Blind, 0 of like the 8 or 9 couples that paired up actually got married.
Airing as the Blue Jays take a 3-2 series lead over the Dodgers.
Yeah. As the Fall Classic is going on, and as the Blue Jays are beating down on the Dodgers, they win 6-1 in Game 5. Me, Mr. Sports Guy Theo Dorsey, is watching Love is Blind, sipping on Merlot with his wife. That is the story of my night on a Wednesday night. Back to the story as you try and shame me. By the way, I got a Dodgers ticket in, so I'm glad I missed that one. I am perplexed at the thought of, and we are in the middle of an NBA season right now, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, everyone has tipped off.
We are in the middle of the NBA season, and this had me second guessing what transactions happened this offseason, but we're watching it, and out of nowhere, the host of Love is Blind says, all right, so now it's time for me to call out to the point guard, CP3 himself, to come. And I'm literally thinking he's making like an analogy or a metaphor, like, oh, wow, so they have a person that they feel is like the point guard of the show. They're doing a CP3 reference because he is the point guard. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's cute. That's what's up. Time now for the point guard, CP3, to integrate in. And they call him up. And Chris Paul, I kid you not, the one that we're all thinking of, Chris Paul, who, future Hall of Famer, he's with the Clippers right now.
Second all-time leading assist man in NBA history, I believe.
Yes. That Chris Paul. And it was so bad because I had to look it up. I'm like, wait, he didn't retire. He's not on the Spurs anymore. He's with the Clippers. He's playing basketball games right now. Like the Clippers played the Warriors on Tuesday. CP3 logged 14 minutes. He logged 14 minutes in that game. Now, they lost by 20, and he only had 0 points, but he logged 14 minutes for the Clippers in a serious basketball game. Chris Paul gets up out of the audience. He walks out onto the stage, and 30 seconds later, he is hosting a free throw contest for 2 contestants. And do you want to know what the prize of the free throw contest was, C-Cat?
What?
The engagement ring for the couple who, again, did not get married. And why do I bring this up right now? I bring it up because I have 2 issues with Love is Blind on Netflix, integrating Chris Paul randomly. And then I asked my wife, so I said, is Chris Paul like a regular on this thing? Like, have I been missing something? Am I just like, because when you hear that name, you're going to look up.
And it's a surprise, right? This wasn't pre-promoted to get basketball fans to watch Love is Blind?
No. It is, she was shocked. I was shocked. I was mesmerized by the whole experience. By the way, it was a terrible watch. It was a terrible watch, him trying to facilitate a free throw contest between this lady and this guy who both of them, it looks like they've never played basketball before. The prize was an engagement ring. Number one, I was ticked off that Chris Paul got integrated randomly into Love is Blind. Number two, C-Cat, I'm mad that throughout the whole 10 to 12-minute process of Chris Paul being involved in this show and the prize of the free throw contest being a ring, that nobody, not the contestants, not the host, not all the people up there on stage for the reunion, nobody in that whole arena made a Chris Paul ring joke.
Oh.
How do you not take advantage of a Chris Paul? It's
a layup.
It's a layup.
That's like Chris Paul walked into that environment expecting it and had a comeback already.
Yes. he was like, all right, if we're going to be doing this and the ring is going to be the prize. Because the issue was the couple didn't get married, so the guy asked for the ring back. And the woman didn't want to give the ring back. And we found out that Netflix paid for the ring anyways. So they were like, okay, we don't know who actually deserves to get the ring. So Chris Paul issues a free throw contest for them to win the ring.
This is a parody. This is doesn't make any sense. This is a cutaway in Family Guy.
Now you see why I had to bring this to the stage right now here today at 2 o'clock. Before we get into the serious football, basketball talk, Chris Paul hosts a contest on Love is Blind reunion for a ring. For a ring. And nobody on that stage had the wherewithal. This is why we need better hosts in this world. This is why the dude up there on stage, sure, he does a fine job for Netflix. He needs to be removed.
You're
and
putting
the
your
lady
name in the hat or something like this. Sounds like you want that job.
I don't want that job, but I think last night it would have been better if I was there.
Oh, I see. Like, you don't want that job, but that job needs you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they hit me up, I would turn it down. But last night, after watching last night, I would understand why they hit me up.
Yeah, it's civic duty.
Because Buddy up there had zero Chris Paul ring jokes. He called him the point guard, called him. Now I wonder if did Chris Paul make like a?
Ooh.
Did he pull the black Vans up like LeBron and say, hey, no talking about any.
That's true. Like, here are the terms. I want no jokes about no championships, and then I'll do the free throw contest.
But if it comes with terms, then you just tell Chris Paul to stay home and focus on his game.
Especially since it was not pre-promoted.
Yeah,
surprise.
Chris Paul, it brought nothing to it. But you know what it brought to it? The fact that it resonated with me, and I had to bring it up today. On to the sports, CCAT. On to the sports. I don't think I'll ever get over that. And when I do eventually have a one-on-one or a talk with Chris Paul, I will definitively be asking him what were the origins of that, and was he expecting a ring joke? We got football tonight. We got basketball tonight. We got action here in South Florida, because not only are the Miami Dolphins going to be hosting the Baltimore Ravens for Thursday night football at Hard Rock Stadium, pair of 2-win teams getting after it. We also have the Miami Heat taking on Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. I'm sporting my Miami Heat crew neck. Of course, you can get all you can heat via ESPN South Florida's app or our YouTube page at ESPN South Florida to tap into all of the things that I do there with our Miami Heat-focused show through the 2025 season. The Heat are 3-1. They have more wins than the Dolphins already. CCAT, this is your team.
These Baltimore Ravens, these Ravens right here, playing with house money and the fact that they have a win last week, they probably did not pencil in with how poorly the Ravens looked without Lamar Jackson the 3 previous weeks. So I feel pretty good as a Baltimore Ravens fan right now. Now we go. Like, this is where, like you said, the season begins.
Yeah.
Of course, Lamar Jackson going out with that hamstring injury. I wasn't able to watch that Ravens-Chiefs game. I was at the Ryder Cup. And then I kind of felt like Lamar Jackson was robbed away from me in the dark of night. So I didn't see him get hurt. All I saw was the notification on my ESPN app.
You know,
and now
funny?
he returns in prime time to whoop on some Dolphin tail.
Like, we didn't see him get hurt either watching the game.
Yeah.
Was the weird thing about it. He just, didn't come back out for a drive. We saw Cooper Rush warming up, and he didn't come back out, and it was a hamstring. It was obviously serious because after the loss, he sat out for another 3 weeks, but he returns. The Ravens' run game has gotten back straight. Derrick Henry has gotten back into his bag. The Ravens have been unleashing Keaton Mitchell out of the backfield a lot more lately. Like, this is a game that is important for the Ravens, but it also is kind of important for the Miami Dolphins. Like, I'll give you an option here. A blowout win for the Dolphins or a blowout win for the Ravens. Who does that do more for? If this game ends in blowout fashion, but it's the Dolphins with a back-to-back blowout wins over expected playoff teams, like Mike McDaniel could be in a situation where you're looking at him and saying, man, did he just save his job? Is Tua Tagovailoa actually a guy that can return to form and be a franchise quarterback? Do the Dolphins have some serious decisions to make around the trade deadline, but instead of being sellers, maybe standing pat or being buyers? But for the Ravens, you get a blowout win here. It is reclaiming what we thought you were before the season. You would improve to 3-5. You would now be a game and a half back of the Steelers for the AFC North. You're already the odds-on favorite to win the division, despite having only 2 wins through Week 8. You already are minus odds to make the playoffs right now. So the expectation is that the Ravens get the win here, but a blowout would bring them right back into the elite tier status that we expected them to be in because Lamar Jackson would be back at the helm doing it. And when I pose those two things up against each other, I still do believe the Ravens need this more. The Ravens would benefit most from a blowout win tonight. And I do think that is what we end up seeing with the Baltimore Ravens coming in here with a chip on their shoulder, very extremely thirsty, and with a well-rested Lamar Jackson who can't wait to prove that he is the two-time MVP, who should have had a third one last year, who likely, if he starts playing the way that he has shown to do in the past, 4 times the Dolphins have played against Lamar Jackson. 2 of them have ended in Jackson 5s. And you know what a Jackson 5 is.
Of course.
That means that he scored not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, 5 touchdowns in that game with his arm or with his legs. And both of those times was actually 5 passing touchdowns. Lamar Jackson has a chance tonight on Thursday Night Football in prime time to reclaim his throne as the most electrifying player in the NFL, to reclaim his team's throne as a contender in the AFC and a Super Bowl contender in the NFL. But most importantly, he has a chance to get back into form, as the Ravens are going to have – it's like do or die for the rest of their schedule at this point.
Exactly.
It's like college football.
If the Ravens came into this game at 5-2, I would say this means more for the Dolphins, even though they would still be 2-6. But the fact that the Ravens have taken so many losses early in the season, the Ravens kind of feel like they are in, okay, they can lose 2 more games this season. Like, that's it. And they play the Patriots and the Packers in the second half of their season, and the rest is like Steelers divisional games, Bengals divisional games. They've got the Browns one more time. But you need to make games like this against a team like the Miami Dolphins, who most teams have been able to blow out and embarrass, including a team in your own division, the Cleveland Browns, were able to blow out and embarrass. You've got to do the same thing, even if it's Lamar Jackson at 75% capacity, where he's half as effective with his legs due to coming back from the hamstring injury. They've got to definitely put their foot down, stomp the bug, and move on to next week with a extended half bye week, essentially.
With Tyler Huntley, not Lamar Jackson, but with Tyler Huntley, the Ravens were able to rush for 177 yards, a couple of touchdowns, and they played mistake-free football, no turnovers. The Ravens have now a full-strength backfield. They got 3 running backs they can go to: Justice Hill, Keaton Mitchell, and, of course, the king, Derrick Henry. And that Dolphins run defense has been absolutely, like, what do you call it? Heckle and Jive? Sheckle and Jive?
Jekyll and Hyde?
Jekyll and Hyde, whatever the hell that is.
Jekyll and Hyde, I think.
Jekyll and Hyde. Jackson 5. Whatever the hell it is, it's been hit or miss. They've had some good games where they've contained guys. Like, again, we just watched the Dolphins render the Falcons' rushing attack useless and blow them out. But we also saw Quinshon Judkins go for 3 touchdowns on them and look unstoppable. We also saw the Colts do it in week 1 with Jonathan Taylor. We've seen the Dolphins left and right throughout this season get absolutely embarrassed, not to mention what James Cook was able to do, cooking it up. I just don't see a world in which the Ravens walk in here with as much to lose as they have and not play with the team with their head on fire. It feels like the Dolphins kind of gave it their all last week, and I wonder how much of that is left. I wonder how much of that can continue to build on? And also, if the Ravens get into a situation where tonight, on Thursday Night Football, on the road, they need a superhero. Let's say they do somehow go down 10 points. Let's say they're down 2 possessions in the second half at some point, and they need a heroic performance. I expect Lamar to be that guy.
Yeah.
If that happens to the Dolphins, it's over.
Exactly. Last week in the Dolphins matchup against the Falcons, Kirk Cousins was asked to be that guy.
Yeah.
Like, they were like opportunities there, guys actually open, and he was simply who we learned him to be last year while he was benched for Michael Penix. So, yeah, the opportunities will be there. I'm really wondering how much they will push Lamar, recuperating from the injury.
Yeah.
If there was a chance for him to play last week, that makes me feel really good about him this week being closer to 100%. I don't think he will be 100%, but they should take care of business here, especially with Derrick Henry. They talk with Derrick Henry. He just gets better as the season goes on.
Yeah, he does.
As the weather gets colder, I know the games in South Florida doesn't really matter, but just wearing down defenders, easing into the schedule. we might see that 1-2 punch that was historically great last year look like that tonight.
The Ravens are trying to defy the odds right now. The Baltimore Ravens are in rare air, but in not the kind of rare air you want to be. Only 1% of teams in NFL history, 1%. 1 out of 100. That means 99% of the time this does not work out. 1% of teams in NFL history have started 1-5 or worse and have bounced back to make the playoffs. The weird thing is all of the projections out there have the Ravens doing just that. The sports books have them favored to make the playoffs. The sports books have them favored to win their division. ESPN Analytics gives the Ravens a 43% chance of winning the AFC North and an even greater chance of making the playoffs. It will be historic when they do it, but the issue is we're not saying when, or we're not saying if, we're saying when.
Exactly. We are expecting it. We are expecting this history anomaly in the numbers to happen because, well, Lamar Jackson is an exception to the rule. Yeah. And when he gets injured early on, he is a one-man offense. He is, how we have learned, can be someone you build around and you craft the team around Lamar Jackson. You don't add him to the team you already crafted.
I can't wait for tonight, not because of the Dolphins and the Ravens. I do expect a Ravens domination at Hard Rock Stadium. I don't think that you can glean anything from the Dolphins off of that. I'm not saying this is to disparage what the Dolphins did last week. I just think that they pulled out all the stops, and they needed to. And they did it in a pinch, and they showed what they can be at their best. They're going up against a team that's desperate right now. The Bears were kind of feeling themselves. The Bears were had won 4 straight at that point. Caleb Williams is still a little bit erratic at the quarterback position, and he still is working on his chemistry with his guys, working in a new offense with Ben Johnson. No, the Ravens have an identity. They know who they are, and they know who they are not. And they are going to take what the Dolphins defense gives you, and if you've seen the Dolphins defense this year, you know they'll give you a lot. So I expect a bludgeoning at Hard Rock Stadium, and that's Dolphins fans, fear not. Because on the other side of that bludgeoning, way out in San Antonio, Texas, your other team, the Miami Heat, will be taking the court against Victor Wembanyama. If Lamar Jackson is the most electric player in the NFL, if he is the most can't-miss TV, like if he's playing, I'm watching. That's what Lamar Jackson seems to be in the NFL with the way he throws the ball, runs the ball, with the way in which he puts the defense in all kind of complex situations. And his highlights are just spectacular. They are – nobody can do what he does on a football field or even come close to it these days. If he's that, the Heat are going up against that and more in Victor Wembanyama and the undefeated San Antonio Spurs on the road. And guess what? The Heat are a good basketball team. Like, I've been saying it for the past week and a half since the NBA season is tipped off. CCAT, you're falling in line with me. You're going to watch tonight. You're going to watch a little Spurs Heat. You'll make some time for it.
I will have, it's so difficult that Thursday Night Football is Amazon Prime, but I am going to make the effort to have my laptop out. What channel is it on?
That's going to be on the FanDuel Sports Network. So, So if you get this on the cable, it might be an issue.
I'll listen to the game on the ESPN South Florida app. How about that?
If you can't get the game via cable, that's what the app is for. That is why we are here. The ESPN South Florida app. Download that thing right now wherever you get your apps.
Really? Is it going to be like – I have YouTube TV.
Yeah.
Am I going to get that game? Like, I don't have an extra package. I buy NFL Red Zone.
What do you mean?
Like if I wanted to watch.
It depends. You have to see what your package is on YouTube TV. I don't know what YouTube TV carries. I'm not a YouTube TV guy. Okay. Well, we can look that up in the break. Maybe somebody does know. Hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline, 888-760-3776. What are the ways to watch the Miami Heat games if you don't necessarily have the cable? I don't have the answer for you. Let us know. Hit us up right now on the Baptist Health Hotline, 888-760-3776. Also, the real question I have for you, who you watching tonight? If you can only pick one, the Dolphins. And this is the NFL. You don't miss NFL games. And it's your favorite team. But the Dolphins are playing against a juggernaut in the Baltimore Ravens, and it's probably going to get ugly quick. The Dolphins versus the Ravens, or the Spurs versus your Miami Heat. The Heat, by the way, the number one offense in the nation. The number one offense in the NBA. The fastest paced team in the league. No Tyler Hero, no problem right now. That Miami Heat team that also beat the Knicks. Like, this is a serious operation that Eric Spoelstra is running out there, and you should watch tonight. Which one are you going to watch, Heat or Dolphins? Hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline, 888-760-3776, 888-760-3776. And, of course, after the game, I'll be giving you all you can heat with Theo Dorsey. That's going to be on the ESPN South Florida app as well. The Baptist Health Hotline. Welcome to pro-level orthopedic care at Baptist Health. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care is trying to get you right for the holiday season. Oh, you've been dealing with these issues with your body, the joint pain. You've been dealing with inflection. You're like, Theo, I can't carry on. I can't do it anymore. I can't go hit the padel courts. Can't go play any pickleball anymore. Can't groove like I used to. Well, those issues can be alleviated. From sports injuries to everyday aches, our expert team delivers the same advanced care trusted by the pros. So get back to the life and the activities that you love. And learn more at baptisthealth.net/ortho. The Baptist Health Orthopedic Care Hotline. Hit us up on it, 888-760-3776, 888-760-3776. Fins fans, Heat fans, who you watching tonight? Both teams playing against juggernauts in their respective leagues. And I will tell you, of course, as a Heat fan and not a Fins fan, I will have both games on. My eyes will be locked on the Miami Heat.
I'm planning a trip, or I'm packing for a trip, going overseas where the temperature is going to be really cold.
Nice.
And
are you being obscure about the location on purpose so people can't go find you?
Yeah,
I like that.
I respect my privacy, please.
Yeah.
I need hand warmers, and like we live in South Florida, so there's not many opportunity to need hand warmers. I went to one store, they didn't have them, and I think I might need to go to a hardware store. Right? Does that sound right?
Hardware store sounds a little aggressive.
I mean, I'd rather overkill than underkill. I'd rather have 25 different options and paralysis of the choice than no choice whatsoever.
Well, I'm just saying. Why would hardware stores have hand warmers, like for like workers?
Yeah, I don't.
Like you're gonna get like an industrial hand warmer, like
that's fine by me.
I know, but it's gonna probably like come with like it's gonna make it look like you're about to do something important. Go to a football. You know what? High school football is tomorrow night.
Just go to
one of the locker rooms. Just see if they got any extra ones.
It won't be that cold for the players going to be wearing hand warmers.
That's what I'm saying. They don't, but they have hand warmers in their equipment rooms. I'm sure they don't use them as much. They can you might have a logo on it, but that'll be fine.
Okay.
You just look like a fan.
Do you like hand warmers? Like, did you use them often?
I went to college in Virginia where it got very cold. Shout out the illustrious Hampton University. Never used a hand warmer. A lot of different warming gear. I was big on making sure my ears were warm, so I would get like the Eskimo hat.
Mm-hmm.
And I was big on gloves. Why don't you just get gloves?
That's true. Well, I probably should get gloves.
Yeah.
Because when my hands go, I have really bad circulation to my hands, so it's quick for them to go numb in the cold. It'll probably be about like 40 degrees, 45 degrees where I am.
What makes you think you have bad circulation in your hands?
Because my hands get cold quick.
That's where everybody's hands get cold quick.
Mine get aggressively cold quick. Like when I growing up shoveling snow in the Northeast, I would struggle. Or scraping ice off my windshield, I would struggle.
Have you ever considered that maybe you're just soft?
Yeah, I have considered that.
Oh.
And I need better circulation will harden me up. That would help.
Thomas just came through with a genius idea here in the YouTube chat at ESPN West Palm. I'm not sure how you didn't think of this. Amazon.
Well, yeah.
You're watching the game tonight on Amazon. You can get them delivered to you like by tomorrow morning. I'm not here. This is not an Amazon commercial. I'm just saying.
You think they can overnight? Because I would need to buy them now, and I would need them Friday morning.
Friday morning?
I won't return home until I get. Yeah, I'm leaving for work on Friday, going straight from the airport.
All right, well, get the hand warmers delivered to the station.
That's a risky business, my friend. I don't know about that.
Get it morning delivery to the station. It's not risky.
All right, we'll see.
Just try it.
I like having them in front of me.
What do you mean?
Sometimes.
Oh, you want to just like fill them out first?
Exactly. I don't want to get catfished by the Temu situation where I think that it's 2 feet long, but instead it's only 2 inches long.
All right. Well, how about this? You go to a store, you get yourself some gloves, you get to the destination, you buy a hand warmer there.
Who's to say they're going to have them in Turkey?
Are Are you getting your hair redone?
I'm not. I should. That's like, it probably would make sense because I might need it later on in life.
Just get it early. Get early start.
Yeah, I'm not going to get the hair surgery in Turkey.
No Jaylen Brown, no LeBron?
No surgeries whatsoever.
Okay.
But maybe I'll scope out some places where I should go when I do get surgery. They do more than just the hair surgery there.
What else?
They do body modification surgeries of every shape and size.
There, right?
Yeah.
You could also, there's other things.
Yeah, you can get taller in height. Yeah.
Oh.
Seriously.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jonathan Zaslow's next. Jonathan Zaslow on the other side is going to join us. We're going to talk basketball. We're going to talk football. We're going to talk Miami sports. That's what he does best. And we also might talk beef. We got a sports radio beef going on.
Ooh.
That's C-Cat. I'm Theo Dorsey. Zaslow addresses it on the other side on Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
You lather, rinse, moisturize, and repeat. At this point, you're practically training for the Shower Olympics. But here's the twist. It's not your shampoo's fault, it's your water. Hard water leaves a mineral residue that clogs your pores and dries out your hair. Culligan water softeners remove damaging minerals, revitalizing brittle hair and dry skin. Upgrade your shower system today for only $79 a month. Visit Culligan.com for more information or just say,
"Hey, Culligan man!"
ESPN 106.3 is your home for live sports presented by Hard Rock Bet, home of Inter Miami, Miami Heat, and the Miami Dolphins. Catch all the action and the biggest matchups throughout the week right here on ESPN 106.3. Hard Rock Bet, it's Florida's official sports book. Try Hard Rock Bet now and receive up to $100 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. It's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida, must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. Wager terms and conditions apply. Considered by gambling. Call 1-888-ADMIT.
Mas Plus by Messi is hydration plus more. A beverage like no other, made to give everyone an extra boost of positivity and inspiration every day. Created by Lil Messi, Mas Plus delivers a balanced blend of electrolytes with natural flavors, no artificial sweeteners or colors, no caffeine, and only 1 gram of cane sugar, plus vitamins with no compromise on quality ingredients. Floridians can purchase Mas Plus by Messi at key retailers across Florida or online at masbymessi.com.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is Theoretically Speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
That's right. We're back on a Thursday. It is the best day of the week, not just because we got a couple of South Florida teams in action in big-time games, but because all Thursdays are great. Perfect. Leading into the weekend, a little Thirsty Thursday action. You won't feel guilty. You get a little happy hour action in. You watch some sports. Football kicks off. You know, it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful day. C-Cat's on the other side of the glass on the ones and twos. And joining us now, you know him from ESPN Radio. You know him from his appearances on the Dan Le Batard Show. You know him from recent appearances on Sportsmanlike. That's where he really got his big payoff, that's where he really broke out as a star on Sportsmanlike, 6 to 10 a.m. on ESPN Radio. He is Jonathan Zaslow, and you know him from Zaslow Show 2.0, and he joins us as the voice of the 305.
You might know him as the Cooper City Rattlesnake. He's the human flamethrower of Miami sports radio.
You could be a maniac without being a jerk.
The preacher of the Pat Riley gospel.
They don't complain. They don't make excuses. This is the NBA. Deal with it.
The mayor of Dolphins Delusion.
Can the Bills' offense keep up with the Dolphins' offense?
And the only guy who can go from breaking down the Panthers' power play to cutting a full-blown Ric Flair promo. Woo! Jonathan Zaslow is the voice of the 305. Presented by Anajar and Levine, Robin Hood, and Twin Peaks.
Got a lot of range. Zaz, you got a lot of range, as the Open tells us.
Look, everyone wants to be part of the show. You know, what can I say, Theo? That's you. I'm just trying to do my part, you know?
Man, you the man. You the man. Hey, Zaz, you know who else has a lot of range? The Miami Heat shooters. I mean, come on. It's feeling good these days.
Tonight is what you call a buy-in game,
Yeah.
Theo. You know why tonight's a buy-in game? You got a really good San Antonio team. You got a Heat team that's off to a really great start, but I'm still a little bit confused about what I'm seeing from the Heat. All right, so if you can go to San Antonio and you can tag them with their first loss of the season, now I'm buying in. Now it feels like this Heat team, all right, maybe we got something cooking here. That's a buy-in game.
It's a buy. You know what? I think it will nationally be a buy-in game because right now everybody's intrigued. It's like they have people's attention, but the question is, do you fully have are you really serious? But I thought the Knicks game kind of proved a bit of that though, because
it's still early in the season, all right. But
Yeah.
this game, because everybody's on San Antonio Wembanyama's tip, all right.
Yeah.
Everybody's paying attention to what Wembanyama's doing. So if the Heat go in there tonight, now you're gonna get people's attention. Buying game.
I know. All right, so here's what I'll say about the Heat, who have the number one offense in the league, the number one pace in the league. Whether or not you do believe that this is a team that can return to the form of what we're used to, that's competing for Eastern Conference championships and finals appearances and banners, actually, whether or not you believe that, I do believe that the attack that they have is real, the joy that they play with is real, and the fact that they are now finally putting on a show that is worth the cost of admission. This is a fun basketball team, and that's what I'm most appreciative of. And they're also maybe really, 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 really good.
Well, and I also like the personnel they're doing it with, and the reason and what I mean by that is it feels like they're doing it with their guys. Okay, so it's guys who they've drafted, who they've developed. So you're doing it's Bam and it's Kelly Ware. And it's Jaime Jaquez, and it's Nikola Jovic, and it's Pelle Larsson. And then I would even count Davion Mitchell in that group because he's been in the league for a few years, but no one knew who he was, and now he's kind of found a home. So I kind of put Davion Mitchell in that category. So Tyler Hero when he returns, and okay, nice. We went out there and got a very unassuming borderline all-star caliber player, Norman Powell, to kind of be the icing on the cake here. So I feel like they've done it with their guys, and that's very likable if you're a Heat fan.
Jaime Jaquez Jr., who had an electric rookie season, had a down sophomore year, and now into year 3, here is his stat line. 18.8 points per game, 6.3 rebounds per game, 4.3 assists per game. So 18, 6, and 4. Also, a true shooting percentage of 74. He's shooting 68% from the field right now. Most importantly, I don't know if you've noticed this, Jonathan Zaslow, an 89.2 defensive rating. I'm throwing numbers out there, which is terrible radio, but what I'll tell you is it's number 1 in the NBA. And he's doing it off the bench. Jaime Jaquez Jr. might be a budding star.
Not terrible radio to me. It's like you're whispering sweet nothings right in my ear, Theo. I mean, I love watching what Jaime Jaquez is doing right now because we loved him in his rookie year, and then last year it was kind of like, wow, what the hell happened here? And, he started off the year hurt. He was never able to get on track. And that happens, with a young player. And so I just love that in the early part of this season, he looks exactly like the guy that we would have thought he would look like coming off of that rookie season.
This is what we thought would be the year 2 bump up progression, not always linear, and I'm excited for what the Heat are turning into. Whoever doubted Eric Spoelstra? Who would have ever done it?
I mean,
Who would have ever done it?
I don't get it.
Yeah.
He has completely reinvented the way that this team is going to compete offensively. This is a Heat team that historically does not score. All right, and
even when they're good.
Yeah, right. And if you score 140 points, that's NBA that's franchise record stuff.
Yeah, it's record book.
When you score 140, and they've done it twice in the first 4 games. So that's why I say I'm pleasantly confused by what I'm watching right now, and why I mean, it may sound like I'm joking, but I'm really not. It's why I find tonight to be really intriguing and kind of a buy-in game. But at the same time, I was really pleased with the way things went against Charlotte the other night because I feel like past Heat teams, you mess around and you lose that. Like, you lose a stupid game.
Exactly.
Losing at home to Charlotte, that's a stupid loss. And this Heat team would do that in the past. They'd have a stupid loss. Well, not only did they beat Charlotte, they killed them, and they scored 144 points. So it's a really encouraging sign to me.
Encouraging signs all around the Miami Heat. Discouraging words from the personality whose studio I sit in today. This is the Evan Cohen Studios. Here, Zaslow, for people that missed it, when C-Cat and I were out at the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show, welcoming our guy Evan Cohen into the show for his weekly Wednesday hit, he had some choice words to say about you, Jonathan Zaslow, and C-Cat has the sound for you.
And this is a response to Zaslow saying that there are phonies out there in sports TV and in sports radio, specifically with shows starting at 6 a.m., absolute phonies for not watching the World Series game that went into the wee hours of the night before. And Evan said this is what he need to get off his chest.
Okay, Zaz. That's the voice of Boca Bowl sidelines there, Jonathan Zaslow.
Wow.
By the way, hey, here's why Zaz is acting like a dumbass. Within the first 2 minutes of our show yesterday, here's why. Within the first 2 minutes of our show, maybe 3 minutes of our show yesterday, I said, what an unbelievable game last night. I didn't see it. I said it immediately. Immediately. There is he's a dumbass when it comes to me because Russo and Rizzo, for the first time in God knows how long, although you know what, I will say. I
think we got the chip.
Yeah.
We don't got to compliment Russo and Rizzo necessarily.
Yeah, we don't need that.
You see, this is such a massive overreaction on Evan's part, all right? Because not only did I say that I wasn't talking about Evan when I was talking about hosts who are at 6 in the morning doing morning shows. Like, Evan, there's more 6 a.m. morning shows than just Unsportsmanlike. Like, you could be the best 6 a.m. It's the best show. ESPN Radio. I love ESPN. I work there. It's the best show. I'm listening to that at 6 in the morning. Nothing else. But, Evan, you do know there are other shows that start at 6 a.m. Okay, you're not the only one. And the fact that Evan says there that at the start of his show that day, that he said right at the beginning that he was honest and he did not stay up to the end of that game shows you I was not talking about him. So I don't know what he's getting so crazy about over.
You know what? I don't know what he's getting so crazy about over either. Let's ask him.
Why don't you just back
What?
down and say it to my face?
What?
Says.
What?
What did you say to me?
Well, I will tell you.
You're saying it all about me.
I will. Which part do you want me to say? Let's hear it. Which part?
Well, okay, first of all, there's one or two things you got to say. Number one is, I don't listen to your show. I listen to other shows because if you're talking about other shows, then clearly you listen to other shows. That's number one. We could start there. Go ahead. So tell me you're listening to another show and not ours.
No. Your show is the one I listen to when I'm on my way to work in the morning, okay? But again, I can assume and be right. I can assume and be right that other shows that are on in the morning after a game that ended 2 hours ago did not see the 18 innings. All right? That's a fair and probably right assumption.
So then what you're doing is you're kind of weaseling out of a take. It kind of is reminiscent to what you've done with me with the Boca Bowl.
Okay.
I mean, if we really think about this.
All right.
No,
I'm glad you brought that up.
So clearly you don't want to name names on the host, which, I mean, I'm not going to tell everybody you said it was Russo and Rizzo as well as
I don't
Theo,
need to snitch on everyone.
Game.
I don't need to snitch on everyone.
No, I'm just saying. And then the second thing is, Theo, this is like me calling Stephanie Prince. Hey, 2 p.m. available every day? I'm just wondering. Just throwing that out there.
I'm glad you brought this up. First of all, Theo, I don't need to snitch on everyone. You know what happens to snitches, right, Theo? You know what happens?
I know.
They get hurt. Everybody knows that.
Well, I thought snitches were.
I'm glad you brought up, though, Evan, all right, because this part I feel bad about, all right? This I have to tell you, Theo, this part I feel bad. So I'm glad that Evan is on the line here, all right? I thought that I was being a gentleman. I thought that I was doing the right thing here. I'm very interested in doing the sidelines for the Boca Raton Bowl. We know that's a big deal coming up, okay? And yes. Not only do I want to do it, I want to do it with my co-host for ESPN Radio College Football Campus Tour, Amber Wilson. She'd be fantastic doing sidelines, and I think it'd be a fun little gimmick if we did it together.
Nice.
But Evan Cohen did it last year, and I don't want to step on toes. So, Theo, what would be like the gentleman-like thing to do? I didn't go and say to Stephanie Prince, hey, I want this job. No, I sent Evan a message. Hey, man, are you going to be doing the Boca Raton Bowl again? Because here's the thing, all right, and this is where I got to make sure that I don't step on toes because I want to be a gentleman and be courteous. I think Evan might be too big for it.
Ooh.
So, yeah, I think he's big. I think he's too big.
Yeah, what does that mean about the Boca Bowl?
No, it's not about Boca Bowl. It's about Evan. I think Evan's a really big deal. I think maybe he's too big to be a sideline reporter. That's all. Doesn't have to do a Boca Raton Bowl.
What I will say is, can I say something first, Evan?
This is
This is
not ideal.
I know. Before you go defending the Boca Bowl or defending your the size of your britches, I do want to say this, Zaslow. Great professional courtesy that you did give, and you can teach some people around this office about that.
Oh, is that right?
Secondly,
is that true?
Secondly,
yeah,
you
just
can.
In case you want to take our 3 to 4 slot, just let us know first. That's all.
Next time, you don't go straight to management. You go to the people that have the previous role if you have a relationship with them first.
Did someone do that? Is that why we're hearing that?
Just putting it out there. This is just protocol. PIMDAS.
No, that was on the other end. I know what you're talking about. That was on the other end.
I think Evan is aware. But
I'll defend that. That was post 6, not pre-4.
Yes.
Just to be clear.
Yes.
Just to be clear on that.
But Theo, wasn't I doing the right thing there? Because Evan,
you did the right thing. That's what I wanted to say.
Evan said he didn't know. Evan said he didn't know if he was doing it again. So what did I do? I'm backing away. I backed away.
Hold on a second. First of all, boy, did Theo just get real on this. This is now very uncomfortable. Okay, so here's the thing. Unlike Zaslow, when I say I have someone's back, I have someone's back. So when I get wind of what you were talking about, Theo, I made sure if that conversation was hypothetically happening, the extra hour would not be on the front end. That's number one. You never had to worry about that as long as I'm alive. Okay?
Oh, I think I'm connecting some dots here. Okay. All right. Okay, go on.
What's understood does not have to be explained.
Happy birthday, Mike Rizzo. Number one. Number two, Zaslow.
Yeah.
This is a disaster with everybody involved. Because let me explain what's happened here. Zaz does the reach out, which is the ultimate. Let's be real. Zaz, you and I have been friends for a long time.
That's why I want to make sure I don't upset you. I felt bad.
Okay. All right. Some may say it dates back, and we'll leave it vague, to Zaz sitting on my lap in a car at 3 in Detroit, Michigan. Again, you can interpret that how you may out there. All of that is true.
Yep.
That's falling asleep after the guy's supposed to stop it. So
I did. Thank God he took me to my hotel. I mean, he could have taken me somewhere. You never hear from me again.
Some may say that would have been a good thing. Now, Zaz reaches out to me, which is the ultimate, hey, we're friends. I want to do the right thing, but really I want to guilt you into not doing this.
That part's not true.
Zaz knows if I know that he wants it. Because of the fact that I feel the way I feel about Zaz, he's smart enough to know, you know what? He'll probably bow out on purpose here, and that'll give me the opportunity.
Yeah, give me too much credit.
Notice, Theo? No, hold on. Did you notice, Theo? He said, I really would love to do this with someone. And I'm thinking he's saying, wow, that's nice. He wants to do it with me. No, he wants to do it with Amber.
Wow.
Not with me.
Yeah.
He could have just said, can I do it with you? No, he wants me out. He wants he and Amber in. And by the way, the ESPN radio head honcho, Justin Craig, actually released a statement on this today, and on Sportsmanlike. Are you aware of this? Oh, I know Dad is not aware of this because he doesn't listen on Sportsmanlike, as we know.
I work in the mornings. What are you talking about?
Now, the statement, and this is not a joke. I am reading this now. Tells Zaz he's welcome to pay for a ticket to enjoy the game.
Woo!
He's not supplanting you. Maybe we find a corner near a concession stand. That is the statement. So now, where this really backfired is the game, Theo, correct me if I'm wrong, is December 23rd at like 2 p.m.?
2 p.m.
Which is what? Which is a great, great time slot and an even better time slot for a 12-year-old and a 9-year-old that I have, who I was and my wife, who I was planning on going the game with, and sitting there, of course, in a suite or on the field. Those are the only two options, of course, for somebody like myself, and enjoying the game. But now, because Zaz has inserted himself, the Udonis Haslem in me has showed up. The competitive nature in me has showed up.
Oh, well, you know what? You're welcome. You're welcome. It sounds like you need a little bit of inspiration. You're welcome.
Now I have to do it.
You're welcome.
I have to do it now.
Yep. You're
welcome. I didn't want to do it, and now I have to. Now ESPN Radio is saying I have to just to prevent you from doing it.
All right,
That's
well,
the theme.
Bully ball right there. It's bully ball.
Who's
That's how bullying works.
Yeah. Who's the bigger Heat fan, Jonathan Zaslow or Evan Cohen?
He has been his whole life. There's no question. I am now. Zaz is more Panthers than Heat. Now,
I knew it. We had this discussion off the air, and C-Cat and I both agreed that Evan's the bigger Heat fan. And Zaz, are you willing to concede that right now?
I'm not willing to. I'm not willing to fight that at the moment. It's closer to accurate than it is inaccurate.
Question. It's him. It's him in total.
We're not talking about life.
Question. It's him.
We're not talking about life. We're talking about
in
right
the moment
now.
As we sit here today.
Yeah. In the here's an example.
The Heat. He's worried about Kachuk.
I am a little bit worried.
Simone Fontecchio.
Here's the example. I'm not willing to fight that. Okay, because here's the example. 2 nights ago, when both teams are playing at the same time in the Zaslow Mansion family room, Evan, who had the big TV? Who had the small TV? It was the Panthers on the big TV.
Wow.
Okay.
I gotta be honest.
That's fine.
Sunday, 6 o'clock, Heat game. Big TV, small TV, big TV, Heat, small TV, red zone. That tells you something.
That guy's dedicated.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'll do too. No, that's what I'll do also. That's the move, of course.
By the way, you know who's in about 7th place of a 3-person competition would be Theo. Are you aware that Zaz? You know what? You and I have had a versus. Right now, we're going to have an and.
Why?
Zaz, are you aware? And credit, I won't name my source, JMP, on this. Are you aware that Theo has launched a Heat podcast and now has decided not to watch the Heat games because he can't figure out the app and the cable aspect of this, and he doesn't watch the games, yet he puts out this big post on Instagram that 1 million people who have known him forever in and outside this industry is like, oh, my God, you earned this. He's like, I finally did it. I got the Heat podcast. He has all these pictures of himself interviewing all these players, and he has this celebratory post, and 1 million people are congratulating him. And he finally gets this thing he's wanted forever, and now he stopped watching the Heat.
You know what? That's interesting that you said that because I saw the post and I saw people congratulating him. I didn't understand what they were congratulating him. I thought they were just congratulating him on being a fan. I was like, well, what are we congratulating for? You know? Okay, so that makes a little bit more sense now. You know?
You didn't read the dang caption?
No. I just saw like a bunch of pictures of you interviewing people, and I saw, oh, I'm so happy you deserve this. Deserves what? He's a fan. Who cares? So that makes a little bit more sense. But what do you tell me here?
By the way, why do you have the first picture as you and Terry Rozier? That's an odd first picture, is it not?
Theo, read the room. Come on.
It was before everything fully kind of flushed out, and it was topical. It was part of the interviews we did, and it's on our page, and I wanted to be able to promote the interview. Sorry.
So, Theo, what are you doing? You're looking at a box score, and then you're doing a podcast?
You condensed games, watching NFL Red Zone, and just going off the top of the head. You know, the whole nine.
It's horrible. It's horrible. He doesn't know. He doesn't even know that Norm has been out. He has no idea.
Who's Norm?
He thinks Jovic is still starting. Who's Norm? He doesn't even know that.
Oh, my gosh. Get Evan out of here. You know what? This is not what we brought you in here for, is to continuously ridicule
Evan,
me.
don't be mad at me. I was trying to be a gentleman.
You know, by the way, you know what the theme is? You could argue the theme is me versus Zaslow. That's fair. You could argue the theme is Zaslow and I versus Theo. That would be fair. The real theme as we leave this is Theo versus Russo and Rizzo. Let's be honest.
That's the impression I got, too. That's the impression I got. Yep.
It gets hot. No, Evan, with that, please exit stage left, and we appreciate you. We'll tap in with you on Unsportsmanlike. That was very unsportsmanlike of you, Evan. That was very unsportsmanlike of you. And
Love you all, except
That's right.
He's
You
going to
cut
say
him off at the
except
right time.
CCAT.
There you go.
Jonathan Zaslow, man, for people that want to tap into more South Florida sports stuff, I know that we can go all day with the interpersonal relationships and the fun things we do here, but South Florida sports, the hub is Zaslow Show 2.0.
Yeah, Evan was a little bit arrogant, assuming that I'm definitely talking about him when we're talking about all sports hosts who do mornings. A little bit arrogant there, but I have to apologize if he thinks I was stepping on toes. I don't want to do that. Okay,
Can't do it.
But anyway, Zaslow Show 2.0. Yes, wherever you get your podcasts, including Theo's new Heat podcast. All right, wherever you get your podcast, just search Zaslow Show 2.0. Please like, rate, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. We cover everything South Florida, everything Miami sports, and every episode is presented by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. You're involved in any kind of an accident, you're dealing with an injury, 800-747-FREE, 800-747-3733.
Appreciate it, Zaz. Stay tight, and we'll see you at the Boca Bowl.
Yeah, I will be there. It sounds like not working,
Yeah.
just attending as a fan. That's what it sounds like.
That's cool. That's cool.
That's right.
That is Jonathan Zaslow from ESPN Radio, and of course, you can catch him this weekend, as always, on the campus tailgate. We're going to be in Jacksonville. I forgot
College
to
football
talk to him
campus
about
tour. There you go.
Huh?
College football campus
College
tour.
football campus. Should I write that down? What I do want to tell y'all, though, is, man, I will say this. I did wake up this morning feeling a little bit sore, but I think it was from me recovering from a bit of a sickness and not from me straining the muscles, the joints, the body. It's not body aches I was having, but if you are having those kind of body aches, that can be helped out by an orthopedic company like Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, then why don't you tap in? They want to welcome you to pro-level orthopedic care at Baptist Health. If an injury is keeping you from what you love, our expert team is here to get you right back in the game at Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. There's so many ways in which you can let your body depreciate. There's so many ways in which you can ignore the warning signs. But if you have them, get back to the activities, the games, the joy that you find in them. And you can do it right through Baptist Health. BaptistHealth.net/ortho. Trusted by the pros and ready for you. Because everyone, not just the professional athletes, not just the guys who get paid $50 million a year to do it, everybody deserves pro-level care. Visit BaptistHealth.net/ortho to learn more. Welcome to being treated like a pro with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. CCAT, the NBA season tipped off, and they've had a record year. We talk about how we measure that and what it could mean for the Heat and other teams across the league on the other side. That's CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey, Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
College basketball is coming to Sunrise. Catch a thrilling doubleheader at the 2025 AutoNation Orange Bowl Basketball Classic. Be there at Amerant Bank Arena on Saturday, December 13th as the defending national champions, the Florida Gators, take on George Washington, and the Florida State Seminoles battle the UMass Minutemen. Tip-off is at noon. Bring the whole family and enjoy the pregame party on the plaza. One ticket, 2 college basketball matchups. Tickets start at just $20. Get your tickets now at orangebowl.org.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 106.3.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Ready to take on any terrain? The all-new 2025 Defender 110 P300S is here. Built for those who crave adventure without compromising on luxury. Lease the powerful 2025 Defender 110 P300S for just $889 per month for 36 months. Whether you're tackling the toughest roads or cruising the city, the Defender is ready for it all. Don't wait. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and experience the Defender like never before. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S. ethos.com/play.
The adrenaline soars at the 36th Annual Stewart Air Show, November 7th, 8th, and 9th at Witham Field in Stewart. Celebrate aviation's best and feel the power and precision of military jets featuring the F-35 Lightning. On Friday, see the Twilight Air Show with fireworks and breathtaking drone display and Dirty Flight Suit Party by TD Bank. Witness aviation history and the legendary B-29 Super Fortress. Kids will love the adventure of a scavenger hunt sponsored by Dave & Buster's. Tickets and upgrade information available now at stewartairshow.com.
Fall just got sweeter at your neighborhood DQ Grill and Chill. This month, treat yourself to the brand new Reese's Oreo Blizzard. And if you're still craving the flavors of fall, you've got to try the Pumpkin Pie Blizzard and the Caramel Coffee Cookie Blizzard. If you're hungry for something savory, try DQ's new Sweet Chili Tossed Chicken Tenders or their famous Honey Barbecue and Wild Buffalo Tossed Tenders. Come in today to DQ Grill and Chill with 2 convenient locations, 4828 Lake Worth Road and US 1 just south of North Lake.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Touchdown! Racetrack is proud to support our local high school football teams. Whether it's Friday night lights or tailgate parties, Racetrack has whatever gets you going to fuel all the gridiron excitement this fall. Grab your favorite snacks, crispy chips, delicious Nathan's hot dogs, sweet treats, or our house-made pizza slices. Don't forget to quench your thirst with a variety of ice-cold drinks. Racetrack, your one-stop shop to fuel your football Fridays.
This Halloween, the scariest thing on your team shouldn't be your books. Don't be scared. Jay Zolo and Associates is here to exercise your bookkeeping nightmares. With QuickBooks Online and expert care, let Jay Zolo bring your books from RIP to MVP. Let the only skeletons you deal with be the ones in costumes. Visit jzolo.com today. That's JZOLLO.com.
Every family has dreams, a vacation, a new car, or a rainy day fund. With a Boost savings account from Flagler Credit Union, your dreams can become reality. Earn up to 3.25 annual percentage yield with no minimum balance, no monthly fees, and easy access to your funds. Whether you're saving for life's big moments or everyday expenses, a Boost savings account helps you reach your goals faster. Open a Boost savings account today and start boosting your future at Flagler Credit Union. Boost checking is required. Other qualifications apply. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
The PGA Tour is back in Palm Beach. The Cognizant Classic returns February 25th through March 1st to the Champion Course at PGA National Resort and Spa. Be here to watch PGA Tour players take on the Bear Trap, one of the toughest stretches in golf, while enjoying elevated fan activities around every corner. Experience the energy with your friends and take in the excitement of this can't-miss event. Tickets are on sale now at thecognizantclassic.com.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man, your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. It is your boy Theo Dorsey. And we are here on Halloween Eve. It's the happy hour. It is Thursday, October the 30th. We also have a doubleheader, not necessarily a doubleheader. They'll be happening simultaneously. So we got a double screener of Thursday night football, Ravens at Dolphins. And then, of course, some Thursday night hoops, Heat at the San Antonio Spurs. Victor Wembanyama, Lamar Jackson, two of the biggest showstoppers in their respective sports, taking on the South Florida professional squads, one with a lot to prove and the other whose season ended weeks ago. The Dolphins clearly being that one, and the Heat going to be able to prove that maybe, just maybe, they are better than a fun watch. Maybe, just maybe, they are better than just the number one offense in the league, number one pace in the league, a team that is playing above expectations, but a team that can actually maybe just, I mean, can I say contend for the Eastern Conference crown? Can I say contend for a Larry O'Brien trophy? Like, that is what we might learn about the Miami Heat, who have been led by Jaime Jaquez Jr., Bam Adebayo, Davion Mitchell starting at the point. Like, these are unheralded players who are playing at an all-time level right now. Seacats on the other side of the glass on the ones and twos. Tina is here as well, and I beg you both to find time in your schedules to watch the Heat tonight. You'll see Wemby, you'll see the Heat.
Like, the schedule wasn't the problem, Theo. I'm having the same problem you had on Sunday. How am I going to watch the game?
I had to upgrade the package, dog.
All right,
upgrade the package.
So you'll spot me? Like,
no.
You'll upgrade my package for me? Please?
No, I won't. I wish we had more primetime games. I wish we had more, I wish the league would have known before the season tipped that the Heat would be like a team that people want to watch nationally, and then I would be able to enjoy it.
You know, it's 2025. Everything is sponsored. Commercials out the wazoo. I think it should be a basic human right to be able to watch every professional sports game. How about that? That's your bold claim coming from one sports fan.
Don't say that to Adam Silver. He's like, pay up, brother.
That's what he said. Yeah, if you can't afford to watch these games, just scroll social media. You've got all you need.
It's going digital. Tina, how was the Love is Blind reunion?
Well, we talked about it a little bit.
Yeah.
It was boring. This season was drama-filled, and it was a fail. No one got married in the end.
0 marriages.
Did you, fly out to, the reunion or something? Like, you're speaking like you went to it.
No, but it was last night.
Yeah,
you watched it on TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what you assumed, CK? You thought she went?
The way you proposed that question to her and the way she answered to it sounded like she was in the live studio audience of the reunion show.
No, but you know who was?
Who?
Chris Paul.
Yes.
CP3. What the hell is that about? Has he ever been in Love is Blind before?
No. I don't think they've ever. They also played that game, which in the other reunions they haven't done before.
Where they shot free throws for the ring?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that was a new game tailored for Chris Paul. I think that was like a random future Hall of Fame point guard who's ringless, putting a ring on the line for two contestants to win, who also are both ringless because they didn't even get married. Confused.
Very weird.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Yeah.
I think they knew it was going to be not the best reunion, and they had to spice it up a little bit. And that threw us off.
The one lady came back with a baby from another man.
Yes.
And her boyfriend in the crowd. It was a very strange thing for a show that's supposed to be about people getting married. Today's show, we're talking about two teams that have a chance to make a big time statement on one on national television, the other one on the FanDuel network. But the Heat have the Spurs. The Dolphins have the Ravens. The Dolphins game at the very least is in our own backyard at Hard Rock Stadium. And it's against the hometown hero in Lamar Jackson, a man who I've been saying deserves a statue at Boynton Beach High School. I'm going to try to get that commissioned. What does it mean when you say you're going to get something commissioned? Does that mean that you have to pay for it?
I think you secure the funding.
Okay.
Or you get the licensing to be able to use this 10-foot by 10-foot area in order for the statue to be built.
Yeah. I don't want to do that. That's too much responsibility.
I got you. It's, maybe 5 years from now you confront the money.
No, that's not what I'm saying either. I want to talk about it and then somebody else does all the work.
That would be optimal, yeah.
Yeah, I want to
you lead the charge.
I want to be the guy that is when they talk about the documentary of the Lamar Jackson statue 10 years from now, I want to be the guy that is being interviewed about it saying, "Yeah, I was always saying they should get a statue. You know what I'm saying? I want to be like pushing the propaganda for it, but not having anything to do with the intricacies. Because it seems like it's hard to get a statue erected.
Yeah. You
A lot
got
of
to
work.
Because then you get made fun of if it doesn't go well with
Yeah,
the Dwayne Wade situation.
Do you think that the fact that Dwayne Wade's statue looks nothing like him makes it more iconic, like more memorable? Like, is it a better statue because of how bad it is?
No statues look good, I feel like.
Well, the Dan Marino statue's pretty good.
Yeah,
He likes it.
That looks good. But it's like 70-30. It's going to be bad.
The Dirk Nowitzki statue was cool when I drove past it in Dallas, like outside the Mavericks Arena. That was a cool statue because it was in his signature elbow jumper. Yeah, that was cool.
It's always nice when they capture him. And that's what the Dwayne Wade statue was all about. In fact, we just passed up the anniversary of the Dwayne Wade statue ceremony, which happened last year. I believe it was, October 28th. I went to that ceremony, or the game actually, afterwards. And Wade put out this whole video about him reacting to the fact that the statue didn't look anything like him. And I watched this 12-minute video he put out by his Dwayne Wade Productions team or whatnot, and I couldn't wait to see him giving a real raw reaction to the statue not looking like him, and he never did. It was actually just more about the process of the statue and him just enjoying the moment. So I was a little disappointed.
Was he like a part of the process of the statue?
He kind of was. Like, he went and he met the statue makers. He went behind the scenes. He talked with them about the pose. He saw it.
Yeah, you got to be hands off of your own statue.
Think so?
I think that's for other people to do and surprise you with.
He posed for it. They put him in a Miami Heat jersey, and they had him going like,
pointing down, saying, "This is my house."
They had him doing it. I actually I thought it was pretty funny seeing a washed-up Wade in a Heat uniform doing it. He asked for them to put more veins in his muscles and everything. He had a lot of creative control over the statue. I think that's why he's not willing to publicly criticize the fact that it doesn't look like him.
Yeah, you should have no say in your statue.
Yeah, that's all. That takes away all the magic. That's like creating your own proposal, right? Like, I want candles to be there.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of women do that.
That's
Yeah, I'm
awful.
saying,
I did not know that. I know.
control
I think you sent us the link. I did not watch it, but I'm glad I didn't watch it. That would ruin everything for me.
Yeah, he was there for not every step of the way, but he was there for a lot of it. Like, he went and posed for it. He saw the face. Here's what I'll say. When you see the face, the sculpture before it is whatever material they pour over it to make it whatever bronze or what. When you see the molding of his face and you see it at eye level, it does look like Dwayne Wade. It does. The issue is they had to put it at an angle to do the whole pose he was doing for the "This Is My House." Because remember, that was the moment after he was actually wearing an L Heat jersey. I remember watching this game live when he stole the ball from, I believe, John Salmons of the Chicago Bulls, ran the length of the court, hit a three-pointer at the buzzer. The Heat win. He jumps on the scores table. "This is my house." They wanted to show the raw emotions of his face. There was a moment in the video that he did put out where the sculptor said, "Hey, do you want this to look like more of a presentation of you, or do you want us to capture that raw emotion and make it more about the moment?" And Wade, like, they kind of admitted that it's going to look a little disfigured if they try and, the wrinkles in the face and all of that, try to capture his expression. And Wade was like down for that. So he kind of asked for it. Asked for it.
I would never want to see the process of the making of my own statue. I would rather risk it not going well, like maybe a
Lionel Messi
woman.
Was that or Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yeah, Ronaldo's was very bad.
He had the worst statue of all
him because he's a
time.
very handsome guy. It looked like he was the hunchback of Notre Dame. Like, he looked awful.
It's strange that they even revealed that, because I think even the sculptor had to know that wasn't good.
Like, the
weights.
it.
You said what?
They just dropped it on the way, like when it was like still soft and moldable. It's like, well, I'm too late now. Like, it's got to go to production.
At some point, you had like that. I would have thought I was being pranked if I was Ronaldo. For Wade, you can tell that he and his son thought it was a little weird from the angle, and it was like, but they had to roll with it. But it was an interesting watch, still. I would still recommend you watch the video.
I think that was great that you just compared it to a proposal because, like, you should want to be surprised. You should want to not even know, like, it's happening or that it's, like coming.
Yeah.
And, like, it just
way.
happened in the moment. And, like, you'll be so surprised. But if you're planning it, you just are going to start, like, thinking, like, is it happening now? Like, where are we in the good spot? Like, where's this or that? So I would totally want to be surprised.
And to another level, statue unveilings should be a complete surprise. Because, yes, if there was construction work outside of Kaseya Center for 6 months leading up, okay, something's up. Dwayne Wade doesn't have a statue yet. Okay, we know it's going to be for him. But what you can do is create the statue in secret And then when they know Dwayne Wade's going to be there for one reason or another, surprise him with the statue and then put it where it's going to be permanently later on.
I like that.
That, honestly, I wonder if it's happened before. But I don't know if there's a more romantic, and I know that's probably not the right word, but a more romantic gesture that can really elicit some raw emotion than a surprise statue.
A surprise statue.
A surprise statue is incredible.
Yeah, like what would we do? We threw Evan Cohen's name on the studio and said, all right, enjoy.
Yeah.
Imagine it was a statue.
Yeah.
Are you propositioning that ESPN West Palm and Good Karma Brands come up with a Evan Cohen statue? Is he the one that is Evan Cohen the one that is most deserving of a statue at ESPN West Palm?
Okay, we have a couple of different names that are around this brand new office as of 2 years ago. You have Evan Cohen.
Yeah.
You have Steve Politziner.
Yeah, that's a big one.
We have our chief engineer, Rich.
Rick.
Rick.
Well, I guess he's out. He's out.
Yeah,
over for him.
That's embarrassing.
Can't even get his name right.
Anyone
on
here should know his name. It should be me.
Yeah.
That's really embarrassing.
That's okay. He just doesn't get a statue.
The Reiki Rack Room.
Exactly. Reiki. See, I know his last name
Yeah.
from the Reiki Rack Room. We have to do the equation.
They have things named after them at the studio.
Right. We have to do the equation of how much money the Miami Heat have, how much Dwayne Wade did for the Miami Heat, versus how much money we have, how much Evan Cohen has done for what we do here. And then you go the process, so on and so forth. Does it all equal a statue? Or have they not done quite enough and we don't have quite enough money for a statue?
Collectively, I would say they can get like a Mount Rushmore type deal, right? So collectively, I think they've reached the level of a Dwayne Wade statue, but I don't know if one of their individual performances has reached Dwayne Wade level status of 5 finals appearances, 3 championship banners, all-time leading scorer, all-time leading blocks lead, all-time leading steals, all-time leading. Like, Dwayne Wade is the Miami Heat. Each of those guys, like, you take one out, and it's like, ooh.
You think someone else would have done it? Oh, okay.
No, I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they all needed each other. It's almost like they are the Detroit Pistons, 04.
Okay.
You can't pick a statue out of those guys.
I got you. So we need like a Lambeau Leap statue like they have in Wisconsin and Green Bay, where it's just a bunch of people.
Bunch of dudes.
And he posed with it.
And that's Good Karma Brands for you. That's ESPN West Palm. Nobody taking all the credit.
Tina, you've been longer than both me and Theo, I think, combined.
Yeah.
What are your opinions? Should we put a statue up?
I feel like statues, you could run into it not looking good. I would be against a statue.
So you're anti-statue because you could run into. I think that they'll be honored either way, though. You know,
Yeah, like
risk.
but there's a risk. It could look really bad.
Yeah, you buy an engagement ring and maybe it's not sized right. You can adjust it after the fact. But there's the wow surprise factor, right?
Yes,
We can
but
change
an
it.
engagement ring is much easier to adjust than a statue. Where you could be you get to the face and maybe that's the last part of statue, like Cristiano Ronaldo's, and you're like, this is really bad, but I can't do anything. This is what we're working with.
We gotta get a good artist. Let's get a good artist.
You don't think they got good artists?
No.
For
Obviously
Dwayne
not.
Wade or Cristiano Ronaldo?
I don't want to disparage the Wade. And then the Ronaldo statue guy, I can definitively say they got a bad artist. That's a bad artist.
They went cheap on the artist.
Here's the thing, too. You know what? I'm taking a stand today. Because I've been to a lot of art museums over the past year. My wife.
Not to brag.
Well, it's not really a brag. I've been more so dragged there by my wife, who's in the arts. She's an art director. She's a docent at a museum in the area. She is a mastermind of these things, and she loves the arts. So I have seen a lot of exhibits. I have seen many of masterpieces, but I've also seen a lot of duds. And I think the one issue we have right now in the world of the arts is people aren't able to call out people for crap strong enough. I'm not sure who the Stephen A. Smith is of arts. I'm not sure who's also the Simon Cowell.
The person that is the critic.
Paintings.
The supreme critic that is the watchdog of the arts.
There's a lot of crap being put out there at pristine museums. I'm talking about I've been to d'Orsay out in Paris. I've been to the Louvre. I went, of course, right here in our backyard, the Norton Museum of Art, which is beautiful. It's great. I love the exhibits there. There's so many great things there. There are also some duds. And I get criticized when I call these things out. I'm like, hey, first of all, I could do that. First of all, I can do that.
The interpretive art. What do you see here?
Yeah.
Oh, you spilled a paint bucket. That's what I saw.
But some of it is a bunch of crap. And I get art's supposed to be subjective. I do think that we're not critical enough of artists. We don't hold them to a high enough standard. And we should be able to speak in black and white terms sometimes about art. That Ronaldo statue, It's ugly. It don't look like the dude. That's bad art. The artist, the sculptor, he should be criticized for it, just like we criticize Chris Paul for being ringless. Just like I criticize LeBron James for having the worst performance of his life against J.J. Barea and the Dallas Mavericks, and that was the low point of his career. Whoever that artist is, that was bad, and that's the one example I got of you. If somebody shows up to a basketball game and Victor Wembanyama, like what he's going to do tonight, goes 0 for 14 with 8 turnovers, they're going to say that's a bad basketball player. Well, guess what? That was a bad sculptor.
Yeah, so let's call him out right now.
What's his name?
Amrani, and Oscar Leon.
Bad.
From the Rotblatt Amrani studio.
Not good. It wasn't good. It was not good.
And it was a Chicago-based studio, too.
Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. It sucked. You guys sucked at that. And I'm going to hold you to a higher standard because the people around you clearly don't care about your work and your art. If you showed that to people and they didn't tell you it was bad, get new people.
But with statues and art, like when I go to art museums, sometimes I don't understand the art. And I don't, but with statues, you can compare it to something. Like we can compare Cristiano Ronaldo. He's a picture of him in person, and that's what you're creating.
Yes, it's bad.
But art, is there something to compare it to where like you're painting something that like already exists that you can trace?
Is it impressive? My thing sometimes I'm just like, this is unimpressive to me. This is unimpressive.
Like
if my
like
kid
lines
did this
stuff, and I'm like, I don't understand this painting, but it means something. I don't get it though.
It has depth to it. Oh, it makes you wonder. All right, so here's my thing.
Not my field.
I'm not impressed. And I reserve the right. The customer is always right. I reserve the right to tell you I am not impressed by this. And I'm sure you do have much more impressive stuff in your catalog. That's okay. That's okay. And that's all I'm saying. Okay. It's the 2011 NBA Finals for LeBron James. I am not impressed.
I think it's fair of you to say.
Yeah, thank you. Well, they get really offended. They get really offended. You know who doesn't get offended? St. Lucie Battery and Tire when you pull up with your whip and you need a little help.
No, never. They are always there to help. Sally girl, Sally the Sonata, my whip has been there a few times.
You gotta say whip.
He said whip, so I went with whip. I know, I didn't like it. It like saying it felt so uncomfortable. Yes, you said it, and I was like, well, I guess I'll say that. That didn't even like flow. I didn't like it.
For those that don't know, a whip is a car.
Well, it sounded fine when you said it, but we didn't want to put words into Tina's mouth.
Yeah, and then I said it, and I didn't like that. That was really uncomfortable saying. But St. Lucie Battery and Tire.
What the hell is this? What the hell?
You have car troubles. Go over to SOBT, tires, battery, maintenance. They've helped me out the past few months. I had all 4 tires need to be replaced. Got new ones there, all good to go. My battery died, got it jumped over to St. Lucie Battery and Tire, in and out in 20 minutes. Oil change, whatever you need. Go to SLBT. Check them out. I go to the West Palm location off Blue Heron and Military Trail. They've got locations in Palm Beach County and St. Lucie County. SLBT.com to find a location near you.
We have a really fun segment to debut next.
Oh, we do.
We got creative as all hell before today's show.
Oh, man. It's going to get interesting in there.
Like it felt like those when someone becomes really big in the music industry or just famous in general, and you see those Polaroid pictures from 30 years ago of them in a deep sweat, just doing the grind work late into the wee hours of the night.
Yeah.
That was me and Theo planning today's show.
Oh.
5 beats a day for 3 summers. That's the work that people don't see. And you're going to see it on the other side. That's Tina. That's C-Cat. I'm Theo Dorsey. We're Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Football season is here, and the ultimate game day headquarters is Twin Peaks. Whether it's college Saturdays or NFL Sundays, catch every kickoff, every touchdown, every Hail Mary right here at Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views. From scratch-made favorites to ice-cold 29-degree draft beers, Twin Peaks is delivering all the winning plays. Looking for a stronger lineup? No one does game day like Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks, come for the game, stay for the experience.
Tina, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hey, Colin, what's up?
How's the gym?
It's been great. I'm seeing results. My sports-certified Vitacost products have made a world of difference.
Oh, same. Isn't it great? Vitacost is basically the reason I've been able to keep up with Ironman training. Everything you need is in one place for my BCAAs, protein, and electrolytes. Best part, it's all clean and free of banned substances.
Go re-up on your supplements today. Visit Vitacost.com and use code ESPN20 for 20% off. Level up your game with Vitacost.
Tired of being sidelined by a sports injury? Get back in the game with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Whether you're a professional athlete or even a weekend warrior, you can get back to doing what you love with our compassionate orthopedic team. Experience a new level of care and get back to your best. Welcome to being treated like a pro. Make an appointment today at baptisthealth.net/ortho or call 833-556-6764.
ESPN West Palm is on the move. Brought to you by Safebound Moving and Storage, the most trusted moving company in Florida. You're safe with Safebound.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Robinhood, the official jersey patch partner of the Miami Heat. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
Mike Rizzo here with the Sports Business Minute presented by the Florida Atlantic MBA in Sport Management program. In the NBA, the headlines are being dominated by the gambling scandal with head coach Chauncey Billups and Heat guard Terry Rozier. The NBA has come out and said that it is going to examine the use of prop bettors and how player injuries are reported publicly. They're also going to be exploring ways to improve the use of artificial intelligence. How about this AI getting involved and other tools to identify betting patterns that suggest gamblers have access to insider information. The NBA told this to their 30 teams, saying that it's going to protect the integrity of the league. This is the Sports Business Minute presented by the Florida Atlantic MBA in Sport Management program. Accelerate your career in sports with the program committed to developing top-notch executives and managers with a focus on the job placement for students and graduates. The Florida Atlantic MBA in Sport Management program.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or bradleyair.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Trans World Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
You lather, rinse, moisturize, and repeat. At this point, you're practically training for the Shower Olympics. But here's the twist. It's not your shampoo's fault, it's your water. Hard water leaves a mineral residue that clogs your pores and dries out your hair. Culligan water softeners remove damaging minerals, revitalizing brittle hair and dry skin. Upgrade your shower system today for only $79 a month. Visit Culligan.com for more information or just say,
"Hey, Culligan
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
Randy in the YouTube chat says that an artist at one point duct taped a banana to a canvas and sold it for over $1 million.
I think I saw that story. I'm assuming it was true.
Maybe I've been wrong. Maybe I need to get into the arts. Maybe I found my new home.
You can quite literally throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks.
But the problem is you have to have some like investor to say, hey, this is.
You need Chauncey
art.
Billups in your corner.
I do need Chauncey.
Gets into very influential and rich people to say, hey, this is Theo Dorsey.
We live in Palm Beach County. The island is right there. Why don't we just start making art and then like marketing it to them? And if one of them buys it, it changes the valuation of everything else we do. We should just do that. Just try it. You don't. Hey, like we just learned in The Office, what you'll learn about on Russo and Rizzo, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So.
But what if you already took a shot?
Heave it up. Huh?
What if you already took a shot? You'd go again?
Yeah, just shoot another one.
You
Hell.
keep going? Okay.
Ball rack right there.
Even if the first shot resulted in a bloody nose because the basketball was spiked back into your face. If all of that happens,
turn the other cheek.
You probably can replenish yourself and replenish your vitamins with Vitacost, I assume.
Yes, you can. Maybe and you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, you can maybe make that shot a little bit more. If you go to Vitacost and go to their sports certified marketplace, I love to get all of the supplements and nutrition that I need to be able to do my race training. I can't believe that in a month and a half, I'll be doing another race. I'll be doing a marathon relay, but the only way I'm able to keep up with my training, keep up with going to the gym, recover, is with Vitacost Sport Certified Marketplace. You don't have to be a gym junkie like me or training for anything to get products from Vitacost. You can just be trying to better your health. And the best part, when you check out, use the code ESPN20 for 20% off your order. ESPN20 at Vitacost.com and their Sport Certified Marketplace.
How you feeling right now, Tina?
I feel good.
Feel good?
Yeah.
How about you, CK? You feeling good?
I feel exceptional.
You feel exceptional, but I'm curious how comfortable you are. I'm curious how much comfort you feel in your being. Because I think it might be time for an uncomfortable conversation with a black man. Turn it up. This is a new segment we'll be doing. CCAT had a situation arise, and I thought I could be a good person to help soothe him through it, Tina.
I love that.
Now, it's a lot of dissension in this world, a lot of division, a lot of things that people can't seem to find common grounds on. But that's what I'm here for.
Different perspectives.
Tina, CCAT, I'm here for y'all on Theoretically Speaking, the very first uncomfortable conversations with a black man. And I will say, CCAT, this issue you had, we haven't gotten a chance to get into it, but it already had me feeling disgruntled.
The reason why I feel compelled and it's downright my duty to bring up this experience is because I know out there right now, there are thousands, if not tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of people that have been affected by this, and it's my duty to speak up. I have a platform. So over the weekend, I went to a fast food restaurant. They serve chicken. They serve drinks, soft drinks, And I ordered a large Arnold Palmer, half lemonade, half sweet tea, a large Arnold Palmer alongside my chicken meal. Problem arose when they didn't put a straw in the bag or hand me a straw with the drink. So that led me to think, man, I got my sauces, I got my nuggets, I got my fries, I got my ketchup, I got my drink, but I didn't get my straw. A fast food restaurant forgetting your straw to your drink is worse than the fast food restaurant forgetting the sauce to your nuggets. And I will die on that hill. But Theo, you disagreed with me, so we deemed it necessary to bring this to the airways, to publicize this uncomfortable conversation with a black man.
CCAT, you and I come from different backgrounds. You and I come from different walks of life. One thing we can both agree on is hearing the other one out and validating their feelings.
These dialogues are important, or else we cannot see eye to eye.
So first, I do want to validate with CCAT here, Tina, that it is disconcerting to get a drink, especially you got ice in it as well, and you're just absolutely elated to dive right in, and they don't place a straw in that bag.
What are you even supposed to do? These are not tops that fold open like a coffee where it's easy. You got to take the entire plastic lid off and then sip it with the. It's a mess.
It is made for a straw, and they did not deliver the deliverable. So I have to validate your feelings first.
Thank you.
Before I tell you why you're absolutely wrong.
What?
Because, see, the context of the actual drink itself remains the same. Tina, if I give you a Sprite with a straw and a Sprite with no straw, is that going to change the flavor at all of said Sprite?
It will not.
It will not. And see, that's why I attack the more vulnerable issues. That's why I attack the more specific to one thing that is beneficial to all around and very important to me, taste. Taste above all. And for me, if I get some chicken tenders, chicken nuggets, anything that requires a dipping sauce, when I make that purchase, I am determining that the chicken tenders, chicken fingers, whatever, I don't do nuggets, I told you that already, that they are going to be accented by buffalo sauce, barbecue sauce, maybe honey mustard. Maybe I'm feeling freaky, a little spicy honey mustard. And that would give me a whole different product than just raw chicken nuggets or chicken tenders. So while I do agree with you, C-Cat, man, and I get it, man, you're from upstate New York. All right, we got different backgrounds, different friends. I agree with him that a straw is inconvenient. It is a minor inconvenience versus actually not having a dipping sauce for your chicken. Now, Tina, where do you stand when it comes to the two options? You get through the drive-thru line, and they're either going to give you no straw with your drink or no sauce for your nuggets.
So when we started this conversation,
I know it's uncomfortable.
I was on this side of CCAT.
Yeah.
And before you answer, thank you for being vulnerable with us because it's not easy to speak out.
Yeah, we're going to hug it out afterwards, too.
It's okay to be vulnerable. So I immediately was with CCAT. I'm like, you're driving probably in the car for a little bit. You need a straw.
Need it.
But you're right on the taste. Like, it's going to taste the same no matter if I'm drinking through a straw or not. But I think I have to side with CCAT.
Yes. Wow.
Because I would be fine eating my chicken nuggets.
Dried chicken tenders?
Or my French fries with no sauce.
Thank you.
Wow.
But it would be more difficult to drink with taking the lid off. I might spill it on myself if I didn't have a straw.
And there's another layer to this because I don't have a cabinet full of plastic straws at my residence.
Most people don't.
But I do have a refrigerator that has sauces if I need it. So I have backup sauces.
That's good.
I don't have backup straws.
Yeah, but the counter to that, C-Cat, would be your preparation for the lack of sauce that they provide can be the same preparation for the straws.
No.
That they are not providing as well. Have straws at your house. I have glass straws and I have metal straws that are reusable at the crib, ready to rock.
Good for the environment.
Yeah, but I need sauces not for fantasy football. Whoa, fast food.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, I don't know.
What the hell was that?
I
what the
saw
hell is going on?
something that was FF, and instead of saying fast food, I said fantasy football. It's those Uber Eats commercials.
Welcome
you know how
to the world of C-Cat's brain.
I have blue cheese ranch. I have the knockoff CFA sauce. I have all of that in the fridge.
So now you can't eat until you get home. On the ride home, you're just sitting here like staring down your chicken tenders as they get cold.
That's what fries are for. Always order fries, not to eat with my meal, but to eat as my accompaniment in my passenger seat. You don't need ketchup for fries.
So both of you say that it is a worse inconvenience to have no straw than to have no sauce. How about we bring into this uncomfortable conversation with a black man, Ernie in Boynton, to settle the beef because I'm on the side of I need my sauce with my nuggets. Ernie's in Boynton. Ernie's on Theoretically Speaking. Ernie, do you hear this nonsense?
Shenanigans. It's total shenanigans because, listen, if you're not going home and you're going to a drive-thru and going to a drive-through to just, going to a drive-through and they forget the sauce. I'm more pissed off they forgot the sauce than the straw. You know why? Because I have a backup straw. I have backup straws because they always forget about the straw.
Thank you.
Always.
Preparation.
They always forget about the straw. But they never forget. You always jump on them about the sauces. You're like, oh, don't forget the sauce, because those are the sauce. They always have the sauce. But when you say to them, hey, don't forget the sauce, they always get the sauce. But they always forget the straw. Always.
Ernie.
Always.
So
They
you
always
think
have
this
a
is
backup
the
straw.
reality
Thank
we
you.
should live in, is to not expect a straw? I'm not ready for that world. Forgive me. I'm old-fashioned, right? Like I go to a fast food restaurant and I assume that a straw is always going to come with the meal. You're thinking that I'm in the wrong for not being prepared for not having a straw for my drink?
Yes, you're being at fault. Blasphemy on you for not bringing a straw.
Ernie.
You should also bring a napkin while you're at it.
Thank you, Ernie, and I'm sorry about Cam Scatterbo.
I know. That was a bummer.
Yeah. Yeah, Ernie is a Giants fan. I just wanted to give him my condolences to Cam Scatterbo's season. C-Cat, it's 2v2.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, sometimes we have to agree to disagree, and that's what Two Americas is all about. We have different experiences, different perspectives. This has been uncomfortable. It's been a conversation with a black man, but it never got divisive.
We haven't even gotten to the iced coffee situation.
Uh-oh.
Imagine drinking an iced coffee, no straw. Yeah, you can't even imagine it because it's unimaginable. It's impossible. You have the everless stuff clunking up on the bottom where you can't actually get to the sugar or the cream or the caramel or whatever flavor you want to put in there. It's impossible.
And nothing is worse than trying to sip without the straw and then being overflowed with ice. Ice just pack in your mouth. And now it's going to water down the drink as it goes down. It's intrusive. You could choke on the ice. It's overall a mess. I agree that it's a problem, but I'm just saying the bigger problem is no sauce. That's all I'm saying. It's not crazy.
It's not crazy.
It's almost like when you think about like how the Dolphins are going to have to try to attack Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. Like both of them are a problem in the backfield. At the mesh point, though, oftentimes they're going to side with, okay, we're going to be cool if Lamar has the ball. Don't let 22 get it. You got to make decisions in life. Some of them are tough. Mine sides on the fact that I would love the sauce. Joe is in Jupiter, and Joe's going to join us now to help settle the tie. It's 2v2. Would you rather have your sauce forgotten or your straw forgotten? Joe's in Jupiter. Joe, which side of the fence are you on in this uncomfortable conversation with a black man?
I am kind of on I have a solution for C-Cat that he'll never have to worry about this again, and I experience this twice a week at least, probably with my 14-year-old daughter.
Hey, before you continue, Joe, I'm here for you.
Yes.
I stand with you. Please continue.
We're all here for you.
Okay, you'll never have to worry about this again. So if she's good a couple times a week, she loves some of those fruity drinks from Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not sure if I should have said that. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But and then we'll get the drink, and before we take her to school, she will pour it into a Yeti that has a straw built in, or you can sip it or you can suck it, one of the two.
Okay.
And then I throw the thing away. You would never have to worry about a straw again, and it will keep your ice-cold drink cold for as long as you want it. So a Yeti or something like that, you'll never have to worry about them giving you a straw again. And I will say, if they didn't give a straw with me, I would be irritated, but sauces are more important.
Thank you, Joe.
Wow.
Joe settles the tie. All it took was Jupiter Joe to slide in. And you know what? He's used to ties. He's a Cowboys fan.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Joe.
Thank y'all for taking my call. Have a great rest of the week.
Thank you, Joe. You are good people. It's good to hear from Jupiter Joe here on the Baptist Health Hotline. C-Cat, Tina, I was going to say that we could all agree to disagree, but you guys lost this uncomfortable conversation.
That was tough.
did, yeah.
Theo started with the back against the wall.
It was over.
Yeah.
It was over. I was down 3-1.
He almost worked up a sweat, but if he returned home to the Dorsey abode, he'd be nice and cool with EDS air conditioning and plumbing.
Absolutely, I will be, because the Dorsey abode stays at the perfect temperature, and that's because we have EDS. EDS is yes. EDS is yes. In fact, that's the website, edsisyes.com. Don't get blitzed by an AC surprise. And the surprise will be a breakdown of your AC unit, because right now EDS is now offering 0% interest for 60 months to qualified customers. That means you don't have to settle for a cut rate job that's going to cost you more down the line. We've all been there. you're trying to bargain shop for something that means a lot to your life, to your comfortability, and it ends up breaking down on you. That's what happens when you don't go with EDS. They've got real value, trust, and everyday savings. It's in the name, EDS. Put EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing in your starting lineup now. EDS is yes. EDSisyes.com. It is trusted locally here in Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast. They've got plumbing. You can get same-day hot water heater replacement, as well as you can get on board with the EDS Gold Plan, which gets you 2 check-ins every year on your AC. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. EDSisyes.com. Visit EDSisyes.com. Find out if you're qualified for 60 months interest-free finance. Pretty good deal. All right, y'all. That was it. That was the uncomfortable conversation with a black man. See, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
We survived it.
We tackled the important things on Theoretically Speaking, and that issue had to be spoken about. It can't just be left in the past and ignored. We live in the real world where there are real problems affecting people each and every day, and our silence speaks volumes. So I thought it was important that we brought that up.
It is. And as we say that too, hey, don't let your silence go unnoticed. Get out and make some change. Do something like what we just did today.
Have a conversation.
Don't just vote if you're permitted to. Don't just vote. Also, have some conversations.
Even if they're uncomfortable.
Even if they're uncomfortable. We're going to have some uncomfortable conversations about Cover 5. We have to make some picks. Now, do we need to do these on air to embarrass ourselves, or can we save the picks that we deliver on air tomorrow?
We'll save them for tomorrow.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So we can do a safe bound get around today then.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It's
right.
also a spectacular idea to tell people what phone number to call if they want to join the show.
888-760-3776. If you want to join the next Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man, that black man being me, Theo Dorsey, call in on the Baptist Health Hotline like Joe and Ernie just did. 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. Hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline. Tap in on Theoretically Speaking. I love hearing from the good people, man. It makes me feel alive. You know what can make you feel more alive? Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. The good, hardworking experts in treatment. Step into pro-level orthopedic care at Baptist Health right now. From weekend warriors to seasoned pros, they serve all of you. There's an all-pro team at Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, and they deliver the advanced care that you absolutely deserve. Don't sell yourself short. Yeah, you're an amateur, but they'll treat you like a pro. In fact, how they say it around Baptist Health is, welcome to being treated like a pro. You have some soreness, got some joint pain, get back to doing what you love most. You are not 100%. Baptist Health can get you closer and closer and closer, and maybe even there. Learn more about what Baptist Health Orthopedic Care can do for you at baptisthealth.net/ortho. That website again is baptisthealth.net/ortho. On the other side, the get around. That's CCAT. That's Teen. I'm Theo Dorsey. We are Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Discover a world where luxury meets lifestyle at the Gardens Mall. Encounter a curated blend of designer brands, the latest trends, and elevated amenities. Savor full-service dining, grab a quick bite, or explore interactive experiences around every corner. With award-winning architecture, fine art, and lush landscaping, the Gardens Mall is more than a place to shop. It's a destination to enjoy. Located 1 mile east of I-95 on PGA Boulevard, the Gardens Mall, Palm Beach County's premier shopping destination.
Attention Florida fans, come join the ESPN West Palm Street team and Miller Lite at Charlie's Bar and Grill in Stewart this Saturday from 3:30 to 5:30 to watch Florida take on Georgia. Enjoy $10 pitchers and $15 buckets of ice-cold Miller Lite while watching the big rivalry game. Plus, enter for a chance to win Florida football memorabilia courtesy of Palm Beach Autographs while cheering on Florida at Charlie's. Must be 21 or older to participate, and please drink responsibly.
Does your business leave a lasting impression? Attractive, eye-catching signs help you stand out from the crowd and create a strong brand identity. Our team at Signorama West Palm Palm are experts in helping your business get noticed and get effective signage in front of your potential customers. Our team can turn your blank windows or plain vehicles into money-making branding machines by drawing customers' attention to your business. So if you're looking to leave that lasting impression, call us 561-687-7993 or visit signoramawpb.com.
You lather, rinse, moisturize, and repeat. At this point, you're practically training for the Shower Olympics. But here's the twist. It's not your shampoo's fault, it's your water. Hard water leaves a mineral residue that clogs your pores and dries out your hair. Culligan water softeners remove damaging minerals, revitalizing brittle hair and dry skin. Upgrade your shower system today for only $79 a month. Visit Culligan.com for more information or just say,
Hey, Culligan man!
Kaiser University's flagship campus. The 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees. Kaiser University also has an athletic program with 26 national championships, including back-to-back-to-back lacrosse titles, and they just won their first ever national championship for men's tennis. Visit KUSeahawks.com for the latest on the championship flagship campus of Kaiser University.
ESPN 106.3 is your home for live sports presented by Hard Rock Bet, home of Inter Miami, Miami Heat, and the Miami Dolphins. Catch all the action and the biggest matchups throughout the week right here on ESPN 106.3. Hard Rock Bet, it's Florida's official sports book. Try Hard Rock Bet now and receive up to $100 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. It's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida, must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. Wager terms and conditions apply. Considered by gambling. Call 1-888-ADMIT.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
This Halloween, the scariest thing on your team shouldn't be your books. Don't be scared. Jay Zolo and Associates is here to exercise your bookkeeping nightmares. With QuickBooks Online and expert care, let Jay Zolo bring your books from RIP to MVP. Let the only skeletons you deal with be the ones in costumes. Visit jzolo.com today. That's JZOLLO.com.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Hey everybody, it's Cade Chumsland. Every week, Land Rover Palm Beach supports local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community by naming a Player of the Week. This year, $35,000 will be awarded to student athletes and their schools. Tune in to ESPN West Palm High School Game Day every Friday night as I unveil this week's featured athlete. If you have a great performance that I need to know about, DM us at ESPN West Palm. Land Rover Palm Beach, above and beyond.